a visit which is very high on symbolism. It's a visit that's equally high on the substantive outcomes. And one of those outcomes, of course, may just be the AMCA engines for the 5th generation fighter jets. Those aircraft engines to be co-developed and co-manufactured by India and France together. So joint research, joint development, joint production and certification. Certification becomes extremely important, and this is the level of trust that India and France have been able to build together over the past decades and hope to take forward in the decades ahead. So when research happens for manufacturing future technologies, and not just restricted to fighter jet engines or helicopter engines, but for space and undersea subsurface technologies, it just shows how wide is the gamut of this relationship. We bring you this report.
It's India's most ambitious aircraft program, aimed at creating a combat stealth fighter comparable with the best in the world. It doesn't even have an official name yet, going just by the acronym AMCA, short for Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. But this program is all set to receive a major push. Because with Prime Minister Modi in Paris this week, the all-important issue of the engines that will power the AMCA could be sealed. Top sources tell India Today that India and France are in advanced talks to co-develop a jet engine for the AMCA. The French partner Safran is the same company that builds the engines that power the Rafale fighters, including those in Indian service. The Indian partner will be the state-run Defence Research and Development Organization, which has so far failed to develop a usable jet engine. The Indian private sector could also be involved. As India Today has reported, a deal for 26 more Rafales, this time for the Indian Navy, is likely to be announced during Modi's 2-day stay in Paris. Last month, India and the United States shook hands on a deal to assemble General Electric fighter engines in India for the Mark II version of India's light combat aircraft. But it appears that it will be France and not the United States that will help power the AMCA. The AMCA is a crucial futuristic aircraft that will meet the Indian Air Force's needs when it potentially comes online in the 2030s. The 5th generation program is currently building a prototype technology demonstrator with a first flight aimed for 2027. If its engines are firmed up soon, these jets could enter service in the next decade. Built for stealth, these jets will be inducted in large numbers as a deterrent and for deep penetration, punitive attacks over enemy territory. Watch this space as we keep track of the Indian Prime Minister's Paris visit. With Gaurav Sawant in Paris, Bureau Report, India Today.